So today I would like to share about my personal experience and my personal feeling of riding a motorcycle, and riding a motorcycle especially in the Italian countryside, and especially these beautiful places with panoramic view with Collio and vineyards on my background. So this is especially my favorite place, and this is my favorite point in this region, in northern region, in Friuli, Venice, Giulia, where I live near to this town. So once a month, approximately minimum once a month, I came here to feel the nature, to look the greenery, to look all over these panoramic views, and especially in summers the beautiful colors of the sky, sometimes pink, sometimes kind of orange. So I would like to honestly share my thoughts on riding a motorcycle and how riding a motorcycle can heal ourselves and heal our body and soul, and what's is the connection of riding a motorcycle open with open air, with wind, and with panoramic views, and how a motorcyclist doesn't never feel a therapist. This is a kind of strange quotation that I am quoting, but I think so, and many of the other bikers I speak about, I talk about, this says that motorcycle riding is kind of therapy for them, for us motorcyclists. So when I feel personally, when I feel down or when I feel little bit stressed or worried, I go with the flow and I ride a motorcycle on the road, because motorcycle riding for me personally, it's not about race, or it's not about speed, or it's not to go and to ride in such a speed in a hurry. I ride for a motorcycle for just for the past, at least past 1 years, because I bought this motorbike 1 year ago in Italy. So I ride for my personal therapy, for my personal life experience, for my personal feeling, sometimes to explore beautiful places like these, like northern Italy is such a rich region and filled with beauty, with natural rivers, the water flows and hills, mountains, Dolomites, Alps range, and it's also a region, it's very close to very Austria and Slovenia. So that's the geographical location, geographical map or overview, but my special topic is about motorcycle riding, how it can heal ourselves, personally myself. So when I came over here in this hillside area, so I felt and I hear about the church bells, every curve, every road shows me a different new view, new panoramic view, and that was, for me it was fascinating, because every curve opens a new view, and like antique stone houses, somewhere churches, somewhere castles, somewhere these vineyards, these wineries. So along with the beautiful views, there is also a connection between our body. So whatever I saw, there is something unique about riding through Italian countryside. I've experienced so many times. So the topic was how this single machine, this small machine, this electric motorbike, a vehicle, can impact on our soul and on our body and on our thoughts. So sometimes when life becomes loud, and I don't look for a solution, sincerely, because for me, and as an immigrant, I live alone, far away from my family, from my country, and I live here in Italy for the work, for my documentations. So sometimes when life becomes too loud, I don't look for a solution, I look for a road. Today I am riding through the hills of this Collio, and this town is name is Rutars. No destination, no schedule, no rush, just a motorbike, an open road, and the nature and myself. People normally and usually often think that motorcycle riding is about speed, it's about race, it's about the hurry, and also usually most of the people say that it's a bit more and it's extreme, actually a dangerous vehicle. So it can cost you a life, a little minor mistake you can lose your life as well also. But for me, riding has never been about going fast. It's about feeling the present, it's about feeling the surroundings, the little small houses around near the road, a castle, a winery, or a birds or flowers that are beautiful and portray a wonderful and magnificent scenery. It's about feeling present, feeling the wind on your chest, watching the landscape change with every curve, and remembering that life exists beyond work, phones, and daily routines. And about the Italian countryside, there is something unique I felt that I never felt in my home country. There is something unique in about Italian countryside, in the village side, some far away from the busy daily routines and busy cities. Old stone houses, old stone antique medieval churches and castles quietly above small villages, and every road seems to lead to appear to the new destination, to the new panoramic view, to the new scenery, like something growing from the paintings. When I write, I slow down my thoughts and I slow down my memory, my riding. The noise inside my head becomes quieter sometimes. I felt so many times this, not because just my problem disappears, but because at that moment I am present. I am present at the very moment, and I feel that moment and that time with nature, with wind, and with my little motorcycle. So, and what I have discovered and what I felt after more than 1 year, then I bought this motorcycle, this Royal Enfield, a model Meteor 350 engine. So this 350 engine, I have discovered that riding is kind of form of a therapy. That's why many riders here says that motorcyclist almost never needs a therapist. The steady and rhythm of the engine, the steady and calm posture, the steady rhyme, the fresh countryside air, the freedom to the freedom to stop whenever and wherever you want to stop, you want to feel, you want to capture the moment for a photo, for a small video, for a small talk, or just to feel the place very closely. These simple things a way of restoring balance, and in these 12 months or around 12 or 13 months, the road had taught me something very important. You don't always need a grand adventure to feel alive. Sometimes and majority of the time there are very small moments, very precious moments. A small road through the vineyards is enough. For me, is enough. Sometimes happiness arrives disguised as a quiet afternoon sight, like today. A beautiful view, a cool breeze, a village you have never visited before. For this, now I am looking on my right side. The sky is in the middle of pink and the orange, and to recognize the sky, if I put off my glasses, then I can recognize the colors very well and very clear. It's around bit of orange and a more of the pink color. Such a beautiful sky, especially in this region in the summers. in the summer season. And I am realizing that the older I get, the more I realize that freedom isn't measured by how far you travel. It's measured exactly how deeply we experienced, and how deeply and innerly and how presently you experience it. And here among the hills of Collio, among the hills of these winery, where I am sitting now alone, all alone in between the nature, along with the side, and I am listening, and I can notice the chirps of birds. Birds are singing, some are coming home from far away at this time, and on my in my front side there is more than half of the moon on the sky. So these are small details, and sometimes simple is exactly that we need, nothing more and nothing less. So that was the experience, and that was the thoughts I would like to share today about looking and be present at this countryside location. So that's what all I think. That's what all was my thoughts in this moment, in this present moment. So riding in a different locations, in different cities, in different small villages, riding a motorcycle. So such a great experience for me. For me, it's really a form of to escape, form of escape from the problems for the daily routines, and to experience ourselves, to find ourselves true in nature, true in the freedom. So that's why I feel that, and that's why I agree also with other people who ride motorcycle, that motorcyclist never needs therapist, and it can also heal your body, your brain, and also your soul. So that's what I all care about. Good evening.